on 1st and 10, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. And that will be incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. You don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. Open man, here's Foster. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
Here's McKissick. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
It's this Washington 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and a couple, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Giants nothing.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards.
Washington first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A carry now for McKissick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
17.
From 19 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
18-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Open man here, Sims complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st down, Washington.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and inches.
Smith on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
We got 3. Watch the safety side line. Ready to work.
A final shot before break. Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with McKissick, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10-10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
To Robert Foster.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll go to Barkley again. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones on 1st and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep down. It got his man complete. There goes.
They're not even trying to do anything.
He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.